Hello everyone, this is FS, and this is yet another one of those videos where I do two things at the same time. First off, this is, as you can tell by my voice, another ASMR video, and secondly, this is another unboxing and review of, as you can see, one of the Eaglemoss Star Trek, the official Starships collection models, Starship models. And as you can see, today we're looking at another one of these larger models, another one of these limited edition specials. This is the Enterprise NCC-1701 from Star Trek Beyond. And there were basically the three different Enterprises in that movie. One was the original one, which existed basically since the 2009 movie. The second one was the refitted one, and that's the one we're looking at here. After the crew of the Enterprise got to the station and the Enterprise was slightly refitted and modulated and changed and improved, blah blah blah. And then thirdly there was the A, of course, the entirely newly built one we see at the end, which I like way better. But anyway, you can't have everything. I got this as a birthday present actually, and it got me by surprise because I've been having a look at the new limited edition Discovery models, and this only just now came out, so I wouldn't have expected any one of my relatives to see this and get it that quickly or anything like that. If at all, I would have expected one of the older models, if at all. I mean, I don't expect anything, you know. I turned 27 just for reference, and I'm obviously at an age now where I don't really care for birthdays or whatever, and I don't expect anyone to buy me anything or whatever. It's just stupid, but whatever. So yeah, I'm not gonna look at the magazine, just gonna do a little crinkling here, and then we're gonna unbox this thing. And as I said, I don't like this ship as much. I like the A more from Beyond, the Enterprise A at the end. This has some really huge design flaws, but I already had a look at the model, and though I don't like the design of the ship in general, the model of it is fantastic. So it's not the best design, but the model is a really fucking awesome representation of that design of the ship we see in the movie. So yeah, let's just have a look. So there's the box. You can already see the beautiful model. And I mean, I don't know, it looks a little plasticky from that angle. It looks a little more white than it actually is, than it is on the magazine. And this is a beautiful render. I mean, this looks way better than the other renders, because I mean, this is obviously a movie production model in contrast to the other ones, and most of the other ones from the series and from Discovery, blah blah blah, and from Next Gen and etc. pp. And yeah, this is a beautiful render, and it looks very metal-y there, but here it looks very white. But as you can see already, there are some beautiful details with the ass tacking and the pennants everywhere, and all the lines and crevices and greeblies, or however you call that, you know, little pipes and raised areas, raised parts and recessed, and the hull plating and everything. There's a lot of detail on this model, and so though I don't again like the design as much, I'm gonna be proudly displaying this beautiful model. I think it's a fantastic model. I love these boxes. way better than the regular ones for the regular smaller models. Way better. Way sturdier, way more quality, better design. It says here it's the titles of all the series, which is funny because this model isn't from any of the series, you know. But anyway. It's really hard to hold the camera with one hand, open it up with the other. Some people don't like the sound of styrofoam. I personally do not mind it. Very sturdy. And it keeps the two halves together. It smells interestingly. So whatever, let's just open this fucking box. And there you have it. And see, it doesn't look that white actually. It's rather gray, which is cool because that's basically what it is. And yeah, as you can see, there's so many fucking details. The ass tacking panels everywhere, the bridge, all the lines, different layers of gray paint, different grays everywhere, different colors. As you can see, this is the one with the swept back nacelles. That's what they refitted in the movie on the station. They were originally way more forward. And what also makes this ship absolutely ugly is that the nacelles are just too close together. That just doesn't look right. It needs to be evenly spaced out, as it is on every other fucking Enterprise and on every other Starship. But whatever. Look at that level of detailing on the nacelles and on the saucer section and everything. I think, yeah, it's a fantastic model. And the nacelles are slightly smaller than on the original 2009 one. The pennants are fine, no issues here. Very nice paint application and everything. But yeah, just take a fucking look at the actual model. It's fantastic. I mean, the deflected dish, I don't know about that. It looks a little too bright, a little too plasticky. But otherwise, other than that, from that angle and that angle, you can't really see the ass tacking, so it looks a little too plain and white, but other than that, very cool. So as you can see, there's an interesting spiderweb grilling effect on the Bizarre collectors, and an interesting grilling effect here, and again very cool ass tacking on the nacelles, and you know, the different layers and molds and everything, and dots and whatever that function that serves. Standard, pretty much standard Kelvin timeline end caps with the little pattern in there. Very cool. The fins, just like they do on Discovery for whatever reason, doesn't make any sense. The reason the Kelvin timeline exists and the reason the ship and everything had to look different is because CBS owns the rights to the series, to the TV shows, so the movies had to look different. But with Discovery, which is a series and which is owned by CBS, now it also looks different. It also looks like the Kelvin timeline, so it doesn't make any sense why they had to change it in the first place, why it had to look different when it doesn't look different from the new series now. You know, because the movies and the TV shows had to look different originally, but now they don't look different at all, so whatever. It's just such a kerfuffle. I guess no one at CBS Paramount knows anymore who owns what and what they actually legally can do. So yeah, but here we have a cooler look at the nacelles. I really like this spider effect here in the Bizarre Collectors. Let's have a look at the impulse engine. That's the wider one. And yeah, that's one of the views they like to use when the Enterprise goes to warp. See, that's a little too bright red for me. And it's just painted in there, and there's no pattern in there. They could have tried to make it look as if it's individual dots or something like that, as it is in the movie, but no, it's just one streak of red paint, but whatever. There are some negative aspects to the model. I don't like the deflector dish as much. I mean, I appreciate all the detail with the different molds and braced parts and recessed areas, all the different lines and parts that are stacked on top of each other, and the way it's molded and everything, and the way it's painted and the ass tacking and everything. The torpedo launcher here and everything looks awesome, but the deflector dish, I mean, is it really that bright in the movie? I don't know. But yeah, as far as I can tell, looks really good. Even from the bottom view here, the pylons here with a slightly TOS inspired grilling here and everything. And my battery is running out, so I'll just say goodbye for now and check out my other Star Trek and Star Wars related content. Check out my ASMR videos, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Peace the